Jake Paul, the social media sensation turned professional boxer, once again shocked the boxing world by dismantling a once revered name in the sport, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., in a brutal 10-round cruiserweight slugfest that felt less like a boxing match and more like a symbolic execution of a fading legacy, as Paul's ferocious pace, superior conditioning, and calculated power punching obliterated Chavez's sluggish, hesitant, and disorganized offense inside the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, where thousands witnessed Chavez, the 39-year-old son of the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., fail spectacularly to defend either his name or his pride against the younger, hungrier, and more disciplined Paul, who at 28 looked like a veteran predator dissecting a target from the opening bell. From round one onward, Paul was the aggressor, throwing combinations, asserting dominance with his jab, and walking through Chavez's soft resistance, while Chavez, appearing gassed and mentally defeated early, often looked more concerned with survival than offense, drawing boos from the crowd and even frustration from his own father, who could be seen pleading from ringside for his son to throw punches and show grit. But the cries went unanswered as Paul consistently landed clean shots, including body rips, sneaky uppercuts, and overhand rights, forcing Chavez to retreat, cover up, and rely on desperate single shots that mostly missed or lacked any real venom. By round 3, it was clear that Chavez was not just outboxed, but outclassed, and by round 5, Paul's physical superiority was undeniable as he backed Chavez into the ropes and teed off with punches that would have floored lesser men, though Chavez managed to hang on, landing the occasional counter that drew cheers but lacked momentum or follow-up, and by round 7, both men looked fatigued, yet it was Paul who pushed the pace, controlling the tempo, distance, and optics of every round, while Chavez threw few combinations and even fewer meaningful punches. In the final rounds, Chavez attempted to rally, perhaps out of desperation or defiance, throwing wild hooks and body shots, but Paul absorbed them, fired back harder, and ultimately closed the show by winning a commanding unanimous decision, with scores like 99-91 affirming the dominance that was visible from round 1. Jake Paul's victory is more than just another notch in his 11-1 record. It's a statement, a thunderous declaration that he's not playing boxer, but becoming one, step by calculated step, as he continues to silence doubters and build a resume that now includes dismantling a former world champion, no matter how diminished. It's also a major payday, with Paul's net worth now exceeding $100 million, and recent wins like his triumph over Mike Tyson in 2024 contributing to his momentum and massive global following. Meanwhile, Chavez's career continues its downward spiral, a tragic narrative of squandered talent and unmet expectations, magnified by the ghost of his father's greatness and his own inability to carry that weight, highlighted most embarrassingly in this bout where he showed flashes of fight but ultimately got walked down, bullied, and picked apart by a man 11 years younger and many steps ahead in hunger, conditioning, and execution. This bout also draws a sharp contrast in career trajectories. Paul, the unorthodox disruptor, building a boxing empire brick by brick, versus Chavez Jr., the once chosen heir turned cautionary tale whose name now echoes more with disappointment than dominance. Paul, who once lost to Tommy Fury in 2023, has since rebounded with precision, stacking wins and demanding respect even as he continues to call out big names like Canelo Alvarez, a bout that fell through in February but now seems more intriguing as Paul keeps proving he can hang and even dominate against seasoned professionals. Elsewhere on the fight card, Gilberto Ramirez retained his WBO and WBA Cruiserweight World titles in a gritty 12-round decision over Uniel Dorticos, who lost both the fight and a point for excessive low blows, as Ramirez's clean and consistent punching earned him the favor of judges despite Dorticos' power. In other bouts, Raul Coriel remained unbeaten by stopping Victor Rodriguez with a 4th-round TKO, landing vicious body shots and an uppercut that left Rodriguez bleeding and battered, while Julian Rodriguez shocked Avius Griffin with a final-round KO after a back-and-forth war that had judges split before the stunning finish. Floyd Schofield, the 22-year-old phenom, dismantled veteran Tevin Farmer with a first-round TKO, dropping him twice and earning redemption after recent controversy. And boxing icon Holly Holm made a successful return after more than a decade by defeating Yolanda Vega via unanimous decision, showcasing elite fundamentals and grit as she shut out her younger opponent 190 across all scorecards. All eyes, however, were on Jake Paul, who once mocked for his YouTube fame, is now rewriting the rules of boxing promotion, challenging traditional gatekeepers, and doing it all with knockout power, marketing genius, and an increasingly undeniable skill set. And if this destruction of Chavez Jr. proved anything, it's that Paul has become boxing's most controversial yet compelling figure, one whose journey, though unorthodox, is built not just on spectacle, but evolving skill and a ruthless desire to win, leaving fans wondering who's next and haters left speechless as Paul continues turning disbelief into dominance, controversy into cash, and mockery into momentum, one bloody, beautiful round at a time.